All right, welcome and good evening. But of all of those big stories, the top story, the political story of the day is that the protesting farmers' unions have decided to resume their dialogue with the government and have proposed December 29 as the date for the next round of talks to resolve the deadlock over the centre's 3 farm laws. The decision was taken at a meeting of the Sanyukt Kisan Morcha, that is an umbrella body of about 40 farmer unions protesting at various Delhi border points against these new agricultural laws. Addressing a press conference, farmers' leaders made it clear that the modalities for the repeal of the 3 farm laws and the guarantee for the MSP or the minimum support price, which is the price at which the government procures crops from farmers, should be part of the agenda for resuming talks with the government. Remember, earlier this week, the Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers' Welfare had written to the 40 protesting unions and invited them for fresh talks, but made it clear that, and I'm quoting him here, it would not be logical to include in the agenda any new demand related to the MSP, which is out of the purview of the 3 new farm laws, he said.
अफसोस है कि इस चिट्ठी में भी सरकार ने पिछली बैठकों के तथ्यों को छिपाकर जनता को गुमराह करने की कोशिश की है। हमने हर वार्ता में हमेशा 3 केंद्रीय कृषि कानूनों को निरस्त करने की मांग की। सरकार ने इसे तोड़ मरोड़ कर ऐसे पेश किया मानो हमने इन कानूनों में संशोधन की मांग की, लेकिन सरकार ऐसे दिखाती है मानो इस मुद्दे को हम पहली बार उठा रहे हैं। इस चिट्ठी के अंदर सेक्रेटरी साहब ऐसे कहते हैं, आप तो नए नए इश्यू लेके आ रहे हो एमएसपी के। अरे हम तो पहले दिन से इसका जिक्र कर रहे हैं। पूरे सरकारी तंत्र का इस्तेमाल कर किसानों के खिलाफ दुष्प्रचार बंद करें। आप जानते हैं पूरा अमला लगा हुआ है किसानों के खिलाफ प्रचार करने में।
And the BJP-led National Democratic Alliance today lost an ally over the farm laws. The Rashtriya Loktantrik Party, led by Hanuman Beniwal, said that it was quitting to protest the 3 agricultural laws, saying that we won't stand with anyone who is against farmers. The RLP is now the latest member of the NDA to leave the alliance, which has already seen high-profile exits in the Shiv Sena last year and the Shiromani Akali Dal, which quit in September after facing a backlash from farmers.
किसान आंदोलन जो चल रहा है, किसान आंदोलन के समर्थन में, किसान बिलों के विरोध में एनडीए में अलग हुआ और बाकी जितने भी बिल सरकार के थे उनका हमने पक्ष लिया था। एनडीए छोड़ी जरूर है, लेकिन कांग्रेस का भी साथ नहीं दूंगा। कांग्रेस के खिलाफ भी मेरी लड़ाई जारी रहेगी।
And thousands of farmers from Maharashtra who on Monday left for Delhi from Nashik to join the ongoing agitation seeking the repeal of 3 agricultural laws passed by the centre arrived in Shahjahanpur on the Rajasthan-Haryana border. And NDTV Radvan Gunasekar caught up with them as they were settling down for the night and perhaps for weeks ahead if needed.
Farmers from Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh have arrived at the Rajasthan-Haryana border. This is the Delhi-Jaipur expressway. In fact, the farmers, they tried to enter the national capital. They wanted to come to the national capital, but the Haryana police have stopped these farmers from marching ahead. So they have blocked this busy Delhi-Jaipur highway. In fact, we are joined with some of the farmers from Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. Let's ask them. Sir, आप लोग महाराष्ट्र मध्य प्रदेश पे इधर आए हैं, आपका अब प्रोटेस्ट आप क्या आपका डिमांड क्या है, आपका प्रोटेस्ट का कारण क्या?
हमने ये ब्लॉक रोड नहीं किया जो आपने कहा है, पुलिस ने ब्लॉक किया है, हरियाणा गवर्नमेंट ने ब्लॉक किया है। हम चाहते हैं कि 3 काले कानून वापस लिए जाएं और जो बिजली पे कानून आ रहा है उसको छोड़ा जाए।
कल भी प्रधानमंत्री बोल रहे थे all these 3 formulas are in favor of the farmers. They have been brought for the welfare of the farmers. Farmers के लिए, farmers का welfare के लिए all these तीनों कानून ले रहे हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री दुनिया के सबसे झूठे, बेईमान और मक्कार प्रधानमंत्री हैं। कभी सच नहीं बोलते, कभी सिर्फ किसी फार्मर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने इन कानूनों की मांग नहीं की। और जब फार्मर कहता है कि हमको ये पसंद नहीं तो हम पर ये क्यों थोपना चाहते हैं? अगर वो हमारा कुछ भला करना चाहें तो वो एमएसपी को लीगली क्यों नहीं कर देते? इसलिए वो झूठ बोलते हैं, बेईमानी करते हैं, मक्कारी करते हैं, गद्दारी करते हैं।
आपके साथ कितना किसान ए प्रोटेस्ट पे इधर आ गया?
एक अभी जो किसान आया, कल जो किसान आया है वो करीब 2400 के करीब किसान यहाँ पर आया है। कुल मिलाकर आज हम 10,000 से ऊपर हैं यहाँ किसान, और अभी आने लग रहे हैं। अभी रास्ता है, रास्ता हरियाणा पुलिस सबसे ज़्यादा जाती कर रही है, दूसरी जगह से पुलिस जाती कर रही है, आने नहीं दे रही है, लेकिन फिर भी किसान बराबर आ रहा है, लगातार आ रहा है, अभी आवक रुकी नहीं है। अभी भी हम टेंट लगाने के काम में लगे हुए हैं और किसान जो आ रहे हैं वो रुके।
Sir, government
इनसे बात कीजिए।
सर गवर्नमेंट हैज कॉल्ड द फार्मर्स फॉर टॉक्स अगेन। गवर्नमेंट फार्मर्स के लिए मीटिंग के फिर भी बुलाया है। आपका स्टैंड क्या है? आप क्या बोल रहे हैं? फार्मर्स मीटिंग के जाना पड़ेगा, जाना चाहिए?
मीटिंग को बुलाया होगा तो फार्मर्स ने जाना चाहिए, लेकिन अभी तक 7-8 बार मीटिंग बुलाई, उसमें से कोई निर्णय नहीं लिया।
All right, so that is the million-dollar question. Many rounds of talks have taken place. Why should this time be any different? Farmers agree to a fourth round of talks. Can this fourth round of talks break the stalemate? Joining us now, Yogendra Yadav, President of Swaraj India, also part of those 40 farmer unions who attended that meeting today and took that decision to go in for talks with the government. We have Prakash Chandra Sharma, National Vice President of the BJP Kisan Morcha, and we have Supriya Srinathe, National Spokesperson of the Congress. So, Yogendra Yadav, first to you, why have the farmers decided to now go in for talks? Now, the ball in the court of the government, when it calls you for talks, why did you decide? Why now have you decided to meet with the government again?
Look, let's have one thing clear. Farmers always wanted to talk. We've come all the way in this winter, not to enjoy the lovely winter of Delhi, not to go to Qutub Minar. We've actually come here to talk. We've been waiting for talk. Why did the talks break down? They did because the government initially said we would not even listen to your demand for repeal. The government converted every single objection of ours into a demand for modification and amendments, which was never our demand. The government said they would come up with concrete proposal. The concrete proposal turned out to be the same old stale oral things that they have said about amendments. We said, please come up with something concrete. This time, in the letter that we got from the Joint Secretary 2 days ago, they say, please choose your time, please choose your date, and choose your issues, your agenda. We said, lovely, thank you very much. That's exactly what we wanted. So we have given them an agenda, we have given them a date. We've been consistent. We've been waiting for an opportunity. We are saying, let us discuss. Let's discuss the modalities of repeal. Let us discuss the mechanism for legalization of
Mr.
MSP.
Yadav, please correct me
Let
if
us
I'm
discuss
wrong.
amendments
Is this
in
the
the
same
Pollution
joint
Act so that
secretary
farmers can
you're
be
talking
exempt.
about, who also wrote to the farmers saying they are inviting you for talks, but it should be logical, not include any agenda, any new demand related to MSP? Is that this? You're talking about Mr. Agarwal?
Yes, that's exactly the same letter, but actually Mr. Vivek Agrawal, but the last line of the paragraph you are quoting clearly says, but however, you are welcome to raise any issue.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
the last para of the letter says, please decide date,
Okay.
please decide time, please decide issues.
So
we
you're
said
giving
thank
them
you very
benefit of
much.
doubt. You're
I
also
really
going
hope the
to-
government now does not go back on its offer.
Okay, so you are giving them benefit of doubt, also going to deflate the government's narrative that they're trying to build, that it's the farmers who are obstinate, the impression they're trying to build that it's the farmers who are not interested in talks. But why do you think, Mr. Yadav, that the government stand would be any different? Because the Prime Minister has spoken out very strongly. It doesn't go higher than that. On Saturday, he made that speech clearly standing by these farm bills. And as you point out, you are the ones, the farmers unfortunately are the ones sitting out in the cold night after night. It's now been 1 month, though your resolve has not been broken.
I'm really hoping the Joint Secretary is not defying the Prime Minister. On the one hand, the Joint Secretary says, MSP was never on the table. Why are you trying to bring that in? On the other hand, yesterday the Prime Minister said their original demand was MSP, now they want repeal. So I think the Joint Secretary and the Prime Minister have to sort it out. As far as I'm concerned, Joint Secretary's letter is an invitation from the Government of India. It's not a personal letter from someone who happens to be Joint Secretary. The standard procedure in the government is that government's communication are sent by the Joint Secretary. So I believe this is Government of India which is speaking. If the Government of India, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing, I can't do very much about it, but we have a letter that says, please give us time, please give us date, please tell us issues that you want to discuss. We have said, thank you very much.
Prakash
These are
Sharma,
the issues we want to discuss. We have given the exact agenda. I really hope they live up to their promise.
Prakash Chandra Sharma, the left hand doesn't know what the right hand is doing. There are inconsistencies coming out of the government. Is the government truly interested in resolving this problem, or is this just like drag it out for longer till the farmers continue to freeze in this horrific winter that we're having? I asked you this because Prime Minister Modi said it's only farmers of Punjab and Haryana. First, the government said it was only farmers of Punjab. Yesterday, Prime Minister Modi said it's only farmers of Haryana and Punjab who are a part of these protests. Today, we saw hundreds of farmers from Maharashtra make their way. And at the same time, this is costing you politically. Yet another ally has quit. The RLP, your ally from Rajasthan, has quit the alliance, saying they're not connected to the NDA with Fevicol.
Sara, one thing is very clear, very determined, what government is doing actually. See, government is very determined, government is very focused. For this policy, particular this farmers bill, we are producing farmers at a front level. The farmer first policy is there. Number two, as far as the things are concerned, government is open for any discussion. And yes, this is a government where it is not about the Punjab or Haryana. It's about each and every farmer of this nation. We have to represent. Third thing, as you ask about the right hand and the left hand, Mr. Yogendra Yadav knows very well, government has a process. If the Joint Secretary is writing a letter, obviously there is a protocol. They are following it up. And government is quite concerned because, see, change is a continuous process. This is the first time this kind of bill has been brought for the development of the farmers for this particular sector, where we want to put the nation first worldwide. So accordingly, like whatever the government is doing, like this particular 40 organizations, they are against this. So we also want to listen from them. You are not seeing like other farmers, they are also supporting to the government. The Kisan Sena is front of that. The other parts are front of them and they are supporting it. They are supporting continuously, like yesterday only through this particular Kisan Samman Nidhi, like the millions of the farmers from all over India, they have listened for Prime Minister and they have appreciated it. So we should not leave those points as well, because if we want to see from both the part. Yes, positive is there, negative is there, but we have to run a nation. Running a nation, this particular sector, we also need to focus where the hitch is there, where the bottleneck is there, and how to sort it out. Because either it's a Yogendra ji or you and me, we all are here for the development of the nation. We need to see after 5 years.
But as the farmers point out, sir, that nobody was consulted. If this was truly for the benefit of the farmer, surely the farmer should have been consulted instead of pushing this through via an ordinance. Meanwhile, Yogendra Yadav, what the Prime Minister, like I said, he put up a strong defense of these farm laws. He says the centre is willing to resume dialogue on farmer-related issues as long as the talks are based on issues, facts and logic. What do you think the government believes are not facts and logic in the farmer's stand?
I welcome what the Prime Minister has said. You know, as you said, and I'm glad Mr. Sharma from BJP said what he said. Look, this is about the country. This is about farmers' well-being. And if the government is willing to discuss, we are willing to discuss. Prime Minister wants to discuss on logic and facts, fair enough. Prime Minister wants to discuss on farmers' issues. The 4 issues that we have framed today in our letter are farmers' issue. If the government is willing to discuss those things,
okay,
I would only thank the government.
Mr. Yadav, I just want to clarify
let me say one more thing. We are willing to be flexible in this negotiation.
Okay, so the farmers are willing to be flexible. Will the government meet them halfway? Quick response. I just want to clarify one thing. One of your demands today has been amendments to be made and notified in the Commission for the Air Quality Management in the national capital. And that farmers should be excluded from penal provisions. What exactly is that? Because how is this connected to the whole pollution problem that we face and the farmers burning their stubble?
You know, in the whole Parali business thing, Parali burning issue, the government passed an ordinance, and that ordinance prescribes for financial punishment and jurmana, and also jail. And you know how much? 1 crore rupees, up to 1 crore rupees is a punishment that any farmer can be given, and 5 years of jail. We are saying, please stop these punitive provisions.
All right,
Bring farmers
but that is a
out of
separate
that.
issue.
As
We will
every
have to
economist
argue
and
about
every
what needs to be
environmentalist
done about
agrees,
farmers burning
farmers need to
stubble.
be given subsidies
We can do a
and help,
separate
not
discussion on
punishment.
that. But I wanted to just clarify and make sure that's what the farmers are demanding, and our audiences across the north of India and all of India also are aware of that and how that's going to affect air pollution going forward. But Supriya, I was asking you, the Prime Minister says that this is all politics and it's opposition parties that are behind these farmers protesting in the bitter cold. Does that seem like the government is keen to actually resolve the matter and meet the farmers halfway, be flexible, as Yogendra Yadav puts it?
I hate to say this, but the government has shown no intent whatsoever to resolve this issue. The government is negotiating from its high horse, it's being obstinate, and even now, somebody as high up as the Prime Minister is busy chasing headlines. I mean, there was so much of tamasha made about these 18,000 crores that the Prime Minister was going to disburse. This is now in legislation. This was going to come. This is 500 rupees for every farmer. This was going to come whether the Prime Minister did that call or did he not do that call. I mean, why does the Prime Minister not talk about issues like 15,000 crore has been the increase as far as cultivation cost is concerned for every farmer in this country? Why does he not address the basic issues of MSP, which he championed as the Gujarat Chief Minister? Why is he today singing a completely different tune? I mean, if the Prime Minister doesn't want to listen to the farmers, he doesn't want to listen to the opposition, listen to your own allies. One after the other is deserting you because they can see the writing on the wall. So this is a government that seems to, I think the BJP spokesperson used a word, we are very determined and focused. Yes, they are extremely determined and focused to benefit a clutch of corporates and not talk about the Indian farmer, because some of the things in this legislation are issues that the BJP was against. So what has changed overnight? And if there is a legislation which 62 crore farmers are not in favor, a sensitive government at a time like this, it is bitterly cold. At a time like this, is going to get off its high horse and negotiate with a wide variety of demands that the farmers
let's remember it's now been 1 month that these farmers have been protesting, and the temperatures in the north in Delhi have been historically at a historic low. So hopefully Tuesday's talks, if they go ahead, we can see some political outcome, and perhaps take this forward. But thank you all for joining us tonight.